Hello and welcome back to the channel where it's Wednesday, it's not Saturday. So we thought we'd do a little midweek video because sometimes things just kind of align. And when we had someone on social media pass a comment on, nice to see another member of staff in the video. And then we've had a customer ask about staffing levels this week. We've had a potential customer ask about staffing levels this week, and we've had the tutor in from the college this week. So, and it's only Tuesday afternoon, so it's all kind of come together. We thought, you know what, we'll do a little video and then just address staffing, and how we staff this place. So we are only a small team. So in a lot of the videos you would receive either myself or Luke, because in the workshop it's mostly me and Luke. Until recently. So it's myself and Luke, and then we've got the boss Michelle, who does all the running of the business in the background, all the finances and so on and so forth. And we also have Luke's dad come in, who's a seasoned body man, really good guy, Si. He comes in and does 2, maybe 3 days a week for us during the winter months, because he runs his own business, which is seasonal during the summer. So that's our small little team. And then we just stagger the work accordingly. We work to our capacity, basically. But we are really, really busy. So we've been talking for a little while now about how best to staff. And it does throw in quite a few problems, really, with what we do, because as we went through in a previous video and how much does this really cost to restore my classic car, this is a kind of a different ballpark really to General Accident Bodyshop. We use a skill set here which you wouldn't necessarily use in an accident body shop, and vice versa. Generally within an accident body shop it's speed. It's quick processes. We'd use a lot of, or they would use a lot of wet on wet primers and things like this, because the idea is to get the car back on the road swiftly. It's a car that's probably they're going to have a shelf life of sort of 5 to 10 years anyway, a modern car, whereas a classic car, you're doing this for longevity. So we use a different form of processes. Nothing here is done to speed up a process. The epoxy primers have got an hour's bake time. Stuff like that, it just wouldn't fly in an accident body shop. So it is a different skill set. It's kind of like being a chef. You've got a pastry chef or a sous chef. Well, they've got different skill sets, but they're both chefs. And that's probably the best analogy I can give to it. So when it comes to staffing, it's a bit of a headache trying to find the right person for the task. And in chats with the college lecturer that came in, it kind of highlighted a few things, because he was suggesting that painters now can be earning 60, even £70,000. And there's a few cases of that out there, but that's not really real world. But it did change during the pandemic, when everyone was signed off, they're furloughed, a lot of people didn't come back. So there was a real shortage in the trade that had a shortage anyway. So accident body shops were paying huge sums of money to get decent painters and panel beaters in when the world opened back up again, because there was also a backlog of work to get through. But I think that's kind of gone the other way now. Body shops are still paying high salaries, but the workload is dropping away because less and less is being repaired. Insurance premiums are so high that people are taking out high excesses, so they're not having the small jobs done because they've got a massive excess to pay for a wind mirror bump and things like that. So I think it's all changing quite a lot. But back to our problem, how do we staff it? When we are super busy, which we are, and looking forward, we're really busy. We've just booked a job in for October of next year. We're currently booking from May next year onwards anyway. But we don't need a painter because we don't paint 24/7. We don't need a panel beater because we don't do panel 24/7. We don't need a fabricator because we don't do, we need a multi-skilled person. It's kind of hard to find, especially when people are still really sort of holding out for the high-end money, which just isn't really there, especially in the restoration game. Our friends down at Old Bones Fabrication in Andover actually advertised for someone a year or so back, and their advert was superb. Don't expect body shop money here, because that's not available in this sector of the industry. This is all about passion, really. It's not a high earner, but it is a high skilled position. So a seasoned person, there's less and less of them. We're getting old and we don't want to be crawling around on our hands and knees doing this anymore in a dirty, dusty environment. So it's hard to find a good skill set that works. And we argue back and forth with ourselves, myself and Luke, and we've gone down the apprentice route. Someone that we can train to do the work that we need them to do. Train them with a novel system, which isn't black magic, but it is different to standardised paint systems, especially for classic car. There are, as we've been through many times before, key factors that you have to stick to. You can't ignore the TDSs, you can't just shortcut it. So rather than trying to retrain a trained person, we've gone for the option of training an untrained person, because hopefully they come therefore with no bad habits already built in. And we can test them and challenge them, and our apprentice now, we just started this 2 weeks ago now, he started, so you'll see Bo a lot more in the videos as we move forward. We have alluded to the fact that we, in a previous video I mentioned the good old boys, because I don't think there's too many classic car shops with a genuine Bo and Luke working together. Viewers of a certain age only will get that, but so yeah, that's how we've opted to staff our workshop, and that's how it works well for us, because we are a small team. We have to get on and work well together, and a small dedicated team means we've got focus on end quality. You can't get lost in here. The job and errors and faults can't get lost or the buck passed. We schedule our work, comes in, and we're on it, 100% focused on that job, not 30 jobs. And that is how we find best to staff our body shop. So, yeah, a bit of a rambling waffle. You should be accustomed to that by now. Just, if people ask a question, we try and answer it. So, as we've had 4 come up this week about how we staff the body shop, we thought we'd tell you. So that's it for a midweek video. There might be another one coming before Christmas, who knows, but we are back on Saturday with our regular video. Justin's on his way down this coming Friday, so we'll have that all set up for you and ready, and we will see you on Saturday for another standard video.